you get a boyfriend who wants some of our money. I've seen it happen to many, many people. Utah, a greedy boyfriend, a user, a greedy new husband. And between you, your boyfriend, and the state of Utah, I lose any access to Truly and all my money. A user, okay? I've seen it happen to many, many people.
Whoa. Okay. Kody's worst nightmare is coming true. Hello, you guys. I am so glad that you are here. This is going to be a good one. It was the Kody versus David meeting that we've been waiting for, and there is so much to go over. I am so glad that we're getting to watch this. This is our first take. This is our after show recap. Thank you guys so much for coming. I have some questions because I'm so confused about all these things that have happened in the past past hour. So there's a couple of things that we have to go over first before we get into the David and Kody showdown, which I found some very interesting things. It was super awkward, as we all kind of thought that it would be. But we're going to go over that last. Okay, first we need to go over the meeting between Meri and Janelle, which I found was really interesting. So there were a couple of notes that I wanted to go over with you guys. I want to know what you guys have to say. Also, before we get into it, let me make sure that the phone lines are correct, just in case, because phone lines are open. Let me make sure. Give me 1 second. Hello, you guys. Good evening to everyone that's watching. Hold on. Let me change this really quick before we get started. I need to change the phone lines. All right, so that should work. Okay, so if you guys do want to call in, phone lines are open if you guys want to come in. All right, so I want to start off with this. This was super interesting. Obviously, I'm going to check chat too. I want to see what you guys are saying. Replay gang, wish you guys were here, but that is okay. No, I'm not sick. I'm not sick. It's just late here, so I'm trying to kind of whisper. But anyway, okay, so Kody. Okay, here's where we're going to start. It was interesting because I wasn't expecting the meeting to go as awkward as it was between Meri and Janelle. It was super awkward. It was super frosty. And what was really interesting at the end of it, you could tell that basically Meri is still team Kody and Robin. That's kind of what I got from it. Janelle was trying to open up to her, trying to tell her, listen, Kody, you probably don't want to trust him with your money, girl. And Meri kind of wasn't having it. So what was really interesting is that basically Kody gave Meri the impression that Janelle controlled the finances, which was super interesting. And Janelle kind of pushed back and she was like, no, that's actually not how it is. He's actually telling me how things are going with the money. And he's telling me that he's not going to be able to pay for Coyote Pass. And Meri didn't even care. Like, she was basically defending him. And she used the analogy like, yeah, I guess, it's okay to rob Peter to pay Paul. Like, yeah, I totally get it. Well, girl, you're the one that's getting robbed. Like, you are Paul. You are Peter. What are you talking about? It exactly, Phoebe. Yeah, Meri defending him. And yeah, it's obvious that Meri is a very staunch Kody supporter, and she said that she expects Kody to be a gentleman. She doesn't think that Kody would ever bamboozle them, that she's going to be fair. Robin and Kody are going to be fair with the money. And you could tell Janelle started to feel super uncomfortable and was kind of backing out. Wait a second. Hold on. Let me go back. Yes, no, I am back. I am back. 49ers, IQ, your sudden voice made me jump out of my skin. I'm so sorry. Yeah, she is Delulu. I agree. Sorry, you guys. I had to come back. I don't know what the heck that was. All right. yeah, so it was really weird. And to me, Meri was really dismissive. She was like, yeah, well, Janelle, I'm sorry that you're worried about your money. I'm sorry that you feel that way. Um, I'm sorry you feel like that. Like, it was very dismissive. So I want to know what you guys think about that. I was not a fan of Meri's reaction. I think that she was a little bit of a mean girl today. That's kind of how I took it. Anyway, and we're going to get more into that in a little bit after when Meri meets up with Christine later at Gwendolyn's like engagement party. That's kind of when it happened. Anyway, all right, so moving on, I want to know what you guys think. Did you think the interaction between Meri and Janelle was awkward, was weird? Because I certainly did. I really did. Okay, so Sunstone Reiki Healing says Meri is so not likable. Janelle and Christine tried to be friendly, and she still doesn't want to be disloyal to the cult leader and his enabler and think that they care for her. So sad, loyal. Yeah, it was just, you know, Meri has this thing with me where she's my least favorite besides Robin. And I know that a lot of you guys are huge fans of her, but there's so much that makes me dislike her. And once I start to try to be Team Meri again, it's like episodes like this that just reel me back in. That's like, see, this is why I really don't like her. I really don't. Okay, so Megan says she still thinks loyalty is going to make Kody want her back. Yes, she's obviously struggling, right? She said in this episode, she was like, I'm not celebrating. I'm not to the point where Janelle and Christine are, where they've accepted it. Like, she's still having a really hard time. Okay. But yeah, it was very awkward. Even Meri was like, yeah, I know Janelle visiting is not a social thing. Like, obviously, she's here to talk about business. And let's just keep it that way. But it was very obvious that she was super loyal to Kody. And it was just, bleh. It was just weird. It was just awkward. Okay. Mika said, Janelle was right that Meri is loyal to a fault. Yeah, like a loyal dog. And Janelle even said, like, I'm not calling Meri a dog, but she's loyal like a dog, like just blind loyalty. And it's so funny. Like, I wish that you could have that blind loyalty to your sister wives and not just a man. Okay. So yeah, that was, and then what Meri said later really pissed me off. We'll get into that in a second, but bleh. All right, so moving on. So the next scene was basically Christine and David, they went house hunting, okay? So I thought that this was super interesting. So Christine and David, they go house hunting. And I thought that there were some really cute moments in this. Basically, David was saying that, and this was really cute, because you know how everyone's saying they're moving too fast. Christine and David are moving too fast. Why? They've been dating for like 4 or 5 weeks. They're already talking about marriage. They're looking at houses. They're planning their wedding venue. And David, he made a joke. He was like, he said that his parents met, and I thought that this was really interesting. His parents met and they fell in love, and his dad proposed after 7 days. So he started joking that people were saying, yeah, you and Christine are moving too fast. And he was like, no. We're not moving too fast. We're moving too slow. Like, my parents were leaps and bounds ahead of us. So we're kind of behind. I thought that that was really cute. And it kind of puts things into perspective. And Christine and David, they were like, listen, like, we're moving at our right pace. Like, we're doing the right thing for us. And it was really interesting because Christine's not used to having to, she said Kody was never involved. Like, he could care less what what house fixtures she wanted and how the house should be. Like, he was so not involved. And it was so different this time. She's not used to having a man that wants to be involved, and she has to consider his opinion because Kody could care less. But it was interesting because Kody basically was like, no, that never happened. I was totally involved. And Christine was like, no, actually, you really weren't. I heard that you were really involved with Robin's house. So I don't know if it's like this revisionist history with Kody. But in Kody's eyes, he thinks that he is the man of the hour, that he was completely involved and went over every detail with the house, which I don't agree with. But in his mind, him and Christine had fun when they were picking out all the fixtures and finding a house. Like, I don't know. I didn't even see that in any of the past episodes, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I really don't. Where was that? Cherie says, I kind of wonder how long David was single before he started dating Christine. I think it was a while, Cherise. But if anyone knows in chat, let us know. Let us know. Yes, you know what? I'm keeping that comment for later. All right. So here's the weird part. Let's just get into it. So yeah, so they're still looking for houses. They did not find a house, but they do know that they want a very massive kitchen with double ovens and just a lot of space, because that's going to be where they spend the most of their time, is probably entertaining their family, their very large family. Okay, so let's get into Kody and David. Oh my gosh, there's so much that we have to discuss here. This was really interesting. So basically, the reason that they got together was because Gwendolyn and Bia had their engagement party. And at first, Christine was like, okay, so Kody and Robin aren't supposed to be here, so it should be super relaxed. We're going to have a great time. It should be super chill. And David was able to meet some of Janelle's kids, because Janelle's kids had stopped by. And Gabe and Savannah were there. And it was really interesting. Gabe was asking, like, hey, how did you guys meet? And I thought that that was really interesting, because David was saying how he had a dating app, or he was on a dating website, but he had canceled his subscription, or he wasn't paying for it anymore. And then he got a random message from Christine. And in order for him to get access to the message, he had to pay $60 in order to actually read it, right? So he had been out of the dating scene, but that's just how it happened. And so he was laughing. And I don't remember if it was Gabe or David, was like, that was the best $60 I've ever spent. Which I thought was really cute. I thought that was adorable. So here's the weird part. Kody was not going to go to Gwendolyn and Bia's engagement party for whatever reason. And somehow he got tipped off that Christine's boyfriend was coming. And he miraculously, a few hours later, hours before the party started, he decided to show up, right? Here's the weird thing. Here's the really weird thing, is he came like with Meri. So it was him and Robin and Meri. They all came together, and Meri wanted to make it clear that she wasn't going with them. Like, that she wasn't the third wheel. So she walked in the door by herself, and then Kody walked in, but they were there basically at the same time. So what I'm wondering is if the tip off, I mean, Kody did say it was one of his kids, but there's no way to confirm that, because there's so many. Like, he could totally lie and make that up. I wonder if he got that information from Meri, because I still think that they are a tag team, Meri, Robin, and Kody, believe it or not. I don't know. That's just what I was thinking. Maybe it was Mykelti. It could have been Mykelti, but I still think it could have been Meri as well. Okay, so he decided to go last minute, right? And I know that they just wanted to get a sneak peek at David, right? And Kody and let it slip. Robin didn't say it, but Kody let it slip that Robin was like, oh my gosh, well, what if he's super handsome? And what if he's a good looking hunk? Which I thought was really weird. That was a really weird question. And Kody was like, well, I got you, babe. Like, you're beautiful. And I have a shy and beautiful wife. Did you guys hear that? That was so weird. The shy and beautiful wife. He kept saying that. And he was like, well, she's not shy with me by myself, but in public she is. Like, that could be taken in many different ways. So whatever. No, I didn't like that. So there was a tattoo party at Gwen's engagement party. And I didn't know this, but Kody has a phobia of tattoos. And I wonder if that's another reason why Gwendolyn decided to have that. I don't know if it was like an FU to her dad, or if she really just wanted to have a tattoo party. And the weird thing here was Meri again. I think being a mean girl. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. But I thought that Meri was kind of being a mean girl by saying, so yeah, there was a tattoo party there. Gwendolyn was getting a tattoo, and I guess they were just offering tattoos to everyone. And remember how Christine got a tattoo? I didn't realize that her and David got matching tattoos at Gwendolyn's engagement party, which was really interesting. I didn't ever put two and two together, but I remember maybe it was last year that she showed off her tattoo on social media. I don't remember, but yeah, her and David had matching tattoos, and that's where they got it. But here's the mean girl part. So Meri basically was joking, and she was like, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Every guy I date, I'm going to have them tattoo their name on my leg. And she was joking, but at the same time, like, I know if I was Christine, I would, because I'm sure tonight is the first time that she heard that joke. I would take offense to that. Like, basically minimizing every guy you date. Like, Meri to me is implying that this isn't going to last. Like, this is too short. Why would you do that? This is crazy. And I just didn't like it. I felt like it was mean spirited. Am I being uptight? Maybe I am. Like, just be like, IQ. No, she was just joking. I totally get the joke, but I didn't, because I feel like that was a joke at someone else's expense. Like, it's one thing to poke fun at yourself, but I don't think I wouldn't just poke fun at someone else like that. And I think it's so funny because that reminds me so much of what Christine has been saying for so long. Like, Meri, she pokes and she makes a lot of jokes that you're like, what? Like, are you making fun of me? So I really didn't like that. I don't know. I didn't like that. So let's see. Meri wanted to make it very obvious that she was not a team with Kody and Robin, but I don't know, like, you've been acting like a complete team the whole time. That's just the way I saw it. And here's what's really interesting. So there were 2 times that Kody supposedly got red in the face where he was super livid and angry. And I want to know if you guys picked up on it too. One was he got red in the face when he found out that David babysat McKelty's kids. So I thought that was really interesting. He was pissed about that. I don't know if it's more infringing on his grandpa role. Like, he's realizing that, oh my gosh, this is serious, because David's a part of the family and starting to get kind of integrated into the family. I do not think he liked that. I do not think that he liked having to share the grandpa role. But also, it's kind of showing just how serious this is. If McKelty's letting him, hold on one second. Sorry. If McKelty's letting him babysit the kids, maybe some of the anger was like, listen, you don't know this dude. Why are you letting him babysit the kids? So what else? And then he was also red-faced when Christine put her head on David's shoulders as they were speaking. So it was in this clip where Kody's holding one of McKelty's twins and Robin is, and on the other side is Christine and David. And as they're talking, yeah, Christine subtly, she just puts her head and rests it on David's shoulder. And David's the one that noticed that Kody was like red-faced. So Kody described the whole meeting as just being super cringy and that he wanted to grit his teeth and bear it. And Kody also observed that David was basically talking more to Robin and not really making eye contact with him. And it seemed to frustrate him. Okay. So he was not a big fan that he wasn't looking at Kody in the eye the whole time and more so talking to Robin. So I thought that was interesting. Let me see. What are you guys saying? Let's see. Cherie says, the part that got me, part of me wants to think that Robin is happy for Christine, but then again, I need to remind myself not to be fooled by her being nice. Yeah, I mean, in the confessional, she was basically saying how it was cringy. Do you know what I mean? So, let's see. Okay, Megan says, have you seen the Kody Robin Grimace room? He would not be making any decisions in my house. That's true. That is true, Megan. Oh my gosh. That is so true. Okay, let me see. What are you guys saying? Well, Sabin was answering David. Well, that's true. That is true, Mustang Sally. Also, Kody will do anything to make sure he keeps Meri happy. Yeah, probably. Probably. Yeah, so that was super interesting. Um it's obvious that Kody and Robin wanted to stay, which is what's sad is that he wasn't motivated to go to his own daughter's engagement party, but was extremely motivated once he found out that he could see Christine's boyfriend. I mean, that in itself, like, come on, Kody, you could do better than that. That was ridiculous. Yeah, that's true. Katie Rory said it had to be awkward for David. He probably felt more comfortable directing the conversation to Robin. I know. Well, and probably, yeah, I would be uncomfortable too if every 2 minutes his face, I'm talking to the guy and his face keeps getting red, like, oh my gosh, he's getting pissed off. How do I de-escalate the situation? So was there anything else that I missed, you guys? Because I feel like that is pretty much, since this is just our first take, right? This is just the recap right afterwards. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? What say you? If you guys did want to call, speak in, the phone lines are open. If you guys don't know how that works, oh my gosh, hold on. Woo. Okay. If you guys don't know how that works, you just click on the link in chat that's going around, and it'll take you to a backstage page that looks like this. You just put in your name, what you want to talk about, and then you click the blue Enter Studio button, and I can come get you if you think that there's something that I missed with this entire episode. What do you guys think? What do you think? Was there anyone that wants to defend Meri? Am I being too hard on her? Because I really wasn't a fan of Meri this episode. Not at all. Zero. It's like she's reverting. And I really, it's like Christine and Janelle are up here. Robin is at the bottom, and Meri is like at the bottom third for me. It's just, I just can't with her. I'm so sorry. I can't. Let's see. What do you guys think? Did you guys put a 1 in the chat if you were okay with Meri's behavior this episode? Put a 2 in the chat if you were a little bit perturbed like me. What do you think? Am I in the minority here? Let me know. Let me know, chat. Am I being too hard on her? 1 if you liked her behavior. 2 if you're a little perturbed. Yeah, okay. I'm seeing a lot of 2s. You guys were kind of irritated too? Because I totally was. Okay, I see a lot of 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Yeah, I'm really not a fan. Oh, I see a lot of 2s. Okay, that's really interesting. Yeah, it's just, as much as I try, she just, it's like, okay, Meri, she's turning a corner. Okay, Meri, I see you. And then, like, the next episode, I'm like, I'm done. I can't root for you. You were such a mean girl. Talking about mean girl, Kody's always talking about mean girls. Meri, you're kind of a mean girl. Mika said, I think Meri is just dealing with it in a way she feels safe and can keep her distance. Oh, you know what? Maybe. I don't know. I wasn't a fan. So yeah, so there's still a lot more to dissect, but I think that was like the first take. And like I said, for anyone that is watching on the replay, let me know what I missed. What do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? We'll definitely go more in depth throughout the week. But I did want to do a first take with you guys. Sorry about the internet. I cannot believe that stupid thing happened. But thank you for continuing to watch. Let me just see. Mika says, I wasn't a fan. I can just understand it. Agreed. Meri is mad that everyone is doing good, and she is still not when she needs to make the change. She needs to take charge. But you could tell she's kind of a spy. I would not be surprised. Janelle was saying, she was like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, I don't trust Meri that she's not going to go back and tell Robin and Kody. And I bet you that's exactly what she did after that meeting. That's just what I think. So yeah, I'm not a fan right now. So you guys, it is so late. I can't believe it. I'm so sorry that that we had that little glitch, but I'm glad that we were able to talk and do our first takes. It sounds like you guys are pretty much in agreement with me. Let me close the phone lines now. We will do that probably tomorrow. I know you guys are probably tired too. Okay, let me take this off. Oh, thank you, Shannon, for the $2 super chat. Congrats on 5K recently. Thank you. That is so sweet. I so appreciate it. Thank you, Shannon. Yeah, we are hitting 5K. We are on the road to 6K now. It's a good time. All right. So thank you guys so much for coming. I'm going to play a little ditty. And then leave your comments below so we can go over it tomorrow because I want to know. I think we're all kind of just like, it's late. We just watched everything. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm tired. You're tired probably. But we will discuss more later throughout the week. Let's see. I'm just going to play Deadbeat because I think that that's fitting. All right, you guys. I will see you, if not tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. Or today, basically. All right. See you guys later.
Tell the whole world. Tell the world. And then go hang out with your buddy Christine.
Each describe Kody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat, he is selfish. Deadbeat.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
You're hurting this family,
Deadbeat.
no one else. You're not loyal, just like your mother. And I was like, okay.
Why are you angry with your children?
You
haven't seen 2 of them for 5 months.
Deadbeat.
I'm going to move forward and find happiness and joy outside of my club.
Each describe Kody in 3 words.
Just 3.
Yes.
Deadbeat.
Okay.
Dad. Sorry, that's 2, but deadbeat dad and deadbeat.
The rest of the kids don't really have much of any kind of connection with
Deadbeat.
him.
You haven't seen one of them for a year.
Deadbeat.
This is about a deadbeat dad.
Deadbeat.
Why are you angry with your children?
Deadbeat. He is selfish. Deadbeat.
He seems to be sort of like, I don't know, like the reality is bewildering to him, kind of.
Deadbeat.
Divorced, and then the father just goes
Deadbeat.
MIA.
A deadbeat dad speaks from prison and explains the question so many people are